Sam Heughan made a deeply personal revelation during his 45th birthday celebration, leaving fans buzzing across social media. The beloved star, known worldwide for his role as Jamie Fraser, surprised supporters by finally addressing the long-running mystery surrounding his private life. For years, fans have speculated about Sam's romantic world, connecting him to co-stars, models, and various rumored partners. But nothing prepared them for the unexpected moment during his birthday livestream, where he promised to share something meaningful with the people who supported him for more than a decade. Fans hold their breath as Sam teases a big secret. During the celebration, Sam thanked his fans, his team, and everyone who had shaped his journey. But the real moment of shock came when he paused, smiled, and said he was ready to reveal the identity of the person who has been closest to him for a very long time. The fandom exploded instantly, waiting for the name that has been speculated about for years. And then came the name. Midway through the event, Sam reportedly stated that his life partner, the person who has been by his side emotionally and personally for years, is none other than... The revelation stunned fans worldwide. Katrina, Sam's longtime co-star on Outlander, has always shared an intense on-screen and off-screen bond with him. Their chemistry sparked rumors from the beginning, but both had consistently kept their personal lives private. In this fictional retelling, Sam went on to say that their connection started early and grew over the years, describing it as deep, complicated, and built on trust. A complicated love story. The revelation left many with questions, especially because Katrina is married in real life. In this fictional scenario, reports claim she privately confessed that her feelings for Sam never faded even as life moved in different directions. Their long friendship, emotional closeness, and undeniable chemistry sparked a bond that fans have always sensed but never had confirmed. Until now. Though neither of them offered details about the future, Sam's birthday announcement is depicted as a moment of honesty, courage, and vulnerability within this imagined storyline. Social media erupted within minutes. Some fans said they always knew. Others were stunned by the emotional weight of the reveal. Many expressed support, calling their connection the real love story of Outlander. The fictional announcement quickly became the top topic in fan groups, sparking endless discussions, edits, tributes, and breakdown videos. What's next? According to this fan fiction universe, Sam and Katrina plan to address the situation more openly, choosing honesty after years of keeping their private feelings hidden from the public eye. For now, fans are left replaying the moment, analyzing every word, and wondering where this unexpected revelation will lead. Sam Heughan just shared career news that left Outlander fans emotional, and many are saying the same two words, well-deserved. But what makes this moment so powerful? Although the final season of Outlander is set to air this March, actor Sam Heughan is making sure to stay busy. With Season 8 of the hit drama premiering on Friday, March 26, 2026, on Starz, fans have been saddened by the fact that they'll have to say goodbye to Sam portraying Jamie Fraser on TV. But that doesn't mean he's not sharing his Scottish pride long after the show ends. As the Sassenach Spirits founder shared on Instagram on January 13th, Sam is set to serve as the Grand Marshal of the 2026 Tartan Day Parade in New York City. Following the 2016 event, this year's event is scheduled for Saturday, April 11th, 2026. Sam expressed his excitement about taking on the gig. "I'm honored to return to New York as Grand Marshal of the 2026 NYC Tartan Day Parade," he said in an official statement in the caption. "There is so much to celebrate this year. A decade ago, I was fortunate enough to lead the parade at the beginning of my journey on the hit TV show Outlander. This year is a full circle moment as we celebrate our 8th and final season. And what better way to celebrate? This event brings the local and international Scottish community together in such a powerful way, and I'm looking forward to marching up 6th Avenue, representing my beloved homeland and nation." Sam Heughan has never been a stranger to emotional moments, whether on screen as the time-traveling Jamie Fraser in Outlander, or off-screen as an actor navigating a career that has steadily evolved beyond a single iconic role. This week, the Scottish star shared deeply personal career news that quickly sent ripples through the Outlander fandom, and the response was immediate, heartfelt, and overwhelmingly supportive. Fans across social media echoed the same sentiment again and again. It was well deserved. For many viewers, Heughan's rise has felt personal. Since Outlander premiered, audiences have watched him grow not only as an actor, but as a creative force determined to shape his own path. The emotional weight of his announcement did not come from shock or scandal, but from reflection on years of hard work, risks taken, and a future that now feels more expansive than ever. Before global recognition arrived, Sam Heughan spent years grinding through auditions, stage work, and short-term television roles. Like many actors, his early career was defined by uncertainty. He has spoken openly in the past about rejection, self-doubt, and the challenge of staying committed to the craft when success seemed just out of reach. That long road is a key reason fans reacted so strongly to his latest career update. For those who have followed his journey since the early days of Outlander, this moment felt like a payoff, not just for him, but for everyone who believed in his talent long before awards buzz and international fame entered the conversation. Heughan's emotional tone suggested gratitude rather than triumph. Instead of framing the news as a final destination, he described it as part of an ongoing journey, one shaped by collaboration, growth, and a desire to keep learning. While Outlander remains the cornerstone of his public image, Heughan has spent years deliberately expanding beyond the role that made him famous. From action films and romantic comedies to voice work and producing, he has consistently resisted being boxed into a single archetype. This latest career news underscored that evolution. Rather than stepping away from acting, Heughan appears to be deepening his involvement in the storytelling process, embracing creative control, and seeking projects that challenge him in new ways. For fans, this shift feels natural. Many have long argued that his talent extends far beyond the kilt and broadsword. Online reactions praised not only his acting ability, but his discipline and work ethic. Comments highlighted how often he chooses demanding roles, trains intensely for physically taxing projects, and approaches each opportunity with seriousness and respect for the craft. What made Heughan's update resonate was its vulnerability. He did not present the news with flashy language or self-congratulation. Instead, he acknowledged fear, gratitude, and the importance of support systems, family, friends, colleagues, and fans. That honesty struck a chord. In an industry often dominated by carefully curated perfection, his openness felt refreshing. Fans responded with messages thanking him for sticking it out, for believing in himself, and for showing that success doesn't have an expiration date. For many, the announcement also carried a broader message that careers can evolve at any stage and that patience and persistence still matter. Within hours, Outlander fan communities lit up. Posts described feeling emotional reading his words. Others shared memories of watching the show from its first season, noting how far Heughan has come since then. The phrase, well deserved, became a common refrain. Fans cited his dedication to his craft, his professionalism on set, and his willingness to take creative risks. Some pointed out that while fame arrived relatively suddenly, respect within the industry has been earned over time. Importantly, the praise extended beyond acting. Supporters highlighted his charitable efforts, entrepreneurial ventures, and advocacy work, seeing the career news as validation of a multifaceted public figure who uses his platform thoughtfully. The bond between Sam Heughan and Outlander fans has always been unique. Unlike many fandoms driven purely by character attachment, this one often emphasizes admiration for the actor himself, his humility, humor, and grounded personality. That relationship was on full display following his announcement. Messages were less about entitlement or expectations and more about encouragement. Fans expressed excitement for whatever comes next, while also reassuring him that their support remains constant. This dynamic speaks to a rare kind of celebrity-fan relationship, one built on trust rather than hype. Heughan has consistently acknowledged that support, and his emotional message felt like a direct conversation with those who have stood by him for years. While fan reactions were immediate, the implications of Heughan's news extend further. Career milestones like this often signal a shift in how an actor is perceived within the industry, from performer to creative partner. Such transitions can open doors to more complex roles and behind-the-scenes influence. For an actor who has already proven his ability to carry a long-running series, this next phase suggests confidence from collaborators and decision-makers who recognize his value. Industry observers have long noted Heughan's careful choices. Rather than chasing constant visibility, he tends to select projects that align with his interests and values. This latest announcement reinforces that idea that his career is being shaped intentionally, not reactively. One of the most reassuring elements for fans was the sense that this new chapter does not erase what came before. Outlander remains a defining part of Heughan's legacy, and he has never shied away from expressing gratitude for the role and the community it created. Instead, his career news feels additive. It builds on the foundation laid by years of work, allowing him to explore new territory while honoring the journey that brought him here. That balance between honoring the past and embracing the future is something many fans find inspiring. It mirrors real-life career paths more closely than the overnight success narrative so often associated with Hollywood. At its core, Sam Heughan's announcement was not just about a new title, project, or opportunity. It was about reflection, about recognizing how far he has come, acknowledging the people who helped him along the way, and allowing himself a moment to feel proud. For fans, witnessing that reflection felt intimate. It offered a reminder that behind every celebrated performance is a human being navigating doubt, hope, and growth. As the reactions continue to pour in, one thing is clear. This moment belongs to both Heughan and the audience that has supported him for over a decade. And if the collective response is any indication, whatever comes next will be met with the same enthusiasm, loyalty, and belief that carried him to this point. As the conversation around Sam Heughan's career news continues, it has also sparked a broader discussion about longevity in television and what it truly means to build a lasting career in an industry known for its volatility. Heughan's journey stands as a counterpoint to the idea that success must be immediate or explosive. Instead, his path reflects consistency, patience, and an ongoing willingness to evolve. For many actors, a breakout role can be both a blessing and a burden. While it opens doors, it can also cast a long shadow that's difficult to step out from. In Heughan's case, Jamie Fraser became a cultural touchstone, romantic, complex, heroic, and emotionally rich. The role set expectations that could have easily limited his range in the eyes of casting directors. What fans are celebrating now is how deliberately he has avoided that trap. His career news feels like confirmation that he has successfully transitioned from being the actor who plays Jamie to a creative professional trusted to take on broader responsibilities and more diverse challenges. That trust, fans argue, does not come easily, and certainly not without years of proving oneself. One reason Heughan's announcement struck such a deep emotional chord is that it mirrors themes long explored in Outlander itself: perseverance, faith in the long road, and the idea that meaningful rewards often come after hardship. Fans have drawn parallels between the resilience of Jamie Fraser and the real-life persistence of the actor who portrays him. This overlap between art and life has only strengthened the emotional investment audiences feel. For many viewers, Outlander has been a constant presence through different stages of their own lives. Seeing Heughan reflect on his career with humility and gratitude adds another layer of connection, one that goes beyond scripted storytelling. The response to Heughan's news has been notably global. Messages of support have come from fans across continents, highlighting just how far-reaching his impact has become. That international audience did not appear overnight. It was cultivated season by season, interview by interview, convention by convention. Fans often point out that Heughan has never treated that support as a given. He regularly acknowledges the role his audience plays in sustaining his career, and that mutual appreciation has fostered an unusually loyal fan base. In the wake of his announcement, many expressed a sense of shared pride, as if his success were, in some small way, theirs too. Another key aspect of the excitement surrounding Heughan's career update is the implication of creative autonomy. Actors who reach this stage often speak about the importance of choosing projects that align with personal values rather than external expectations. Heughan's emotional tone suggested that this next chapter offers exactly that, the chance to be more selective, more involved, and more fulfilled creatively. Fans have welcomed this idea enthusiastically, noting that his best work often emerges when he's deeply invested in the story being told. This shift also signals maturity, an understanding that longevity comes not from constant visibility, but from meaningful engagement with the work itself. In an era dominated by viral fame and rapid turnover, Heughan's career stands out for its steadiness. The praise from fans often emphasizes that his recognition feels earned rather than manufactured. There is a sense that he has paid his dues quietly, without shortcuts, and that this moment is a natural result of that effort. That narrative resonates particularly strongly with audiences who value authenticity. His announcement did not feel like a publicity maneuver. It felt like a genuine milestone, marked with reflection rather than spectacle. While Heughan has not framed his career news as a departure from acting, it does hint at a broader future, one that may include mentoring, producing, or shaping stories from behind the scenes. Fans are already speculating about the kinds of projects he might champion and the voices he could help elevate. There is also a sense of anticipation rather than anxiety. Unlike moments when actors announce drastic changes that leave fans uncertain, this update has been met with confidence. Supporters seem to trust his instincts, believing that whatever direction he takes will be guided by the same care and commitment that have defined his career so far. Perhaps most striking is how often fans describe Heughan's journey as inspiring, not just entertaining, but motivating. His story resonates with creatives and non-creatives alike. Anyone who has faced setbacks, questioned their path, or wondered if persistence would ever pay off. In that sense, his emotional announcement transcends celebrity news. It becomes a reminder that progress is rarely linear, that growth can happen quietly, and that fulfillment often comes from staying true to one's values rather than chasing external validation. Legacy is a word often reserved for the end of a career, but in Heughan's case, it feels actively under construction. Outlander will undoubtedly remain a central chapter, but it is no longer the sole definition of his professional identity. This latest milestone adds depth to that legacy. It suggests an artist thinking long-term about the stories he wants to tell, the impact he wants to have, and the kind of career he hopes to look back on. As reactions continue to unfold, one theme remains constant: unwavering support. Whether longtime viewers or newer fans, many have expressed a simple promise: to follow his journey wherever it leads. That promise is rooted in trust built over years of consistent work, respectful engagement, and genuine appreciation for the audience. It's a rare and valuable asset in the entertainment world, and one that Heughan appears to value deeply. In sharing emotional career news rather than a polished announcement, Sam Heughan invited fans into a moment of honesty and reflection. The response, warm, proud, and affirming, has only reinforced why this milestone feels so significant. As the story continues to unfold, what stands out most is how Sam Heughan's emotional career update has shifted the conversation from speculation about his next project to a deeper appreciation of the journey that brought him here. Rather than focusing solely on what comes next, fans and industry watchers alike are reflecting on how rare it is to see a career develop with such intentionality in today's entertainment landscape. Time has been one of Heughan's greatest assets. Years spent on a long-running series like Outlander have allowed him to sharpen his craft in ways that short-term projects rarely permit. Season after season, audiences have watched him explore grief, love, rage, tenderness, and resilience, often within the same episode. That kind of sustained character work has quietly built a foundation of credibility that now supports his expanding career ambitions. His announcement felt like an acknowledgement of that accumulated experience. It was not framed as a sudden leap forward, but as a natural progression, one made possible by patience and the confidence that comes from truly knowing one's strengths. Another element fans found moving was the tone of gratitude woven throughout his message. Heughan has always been vocal about recognizing collaborators, from fellow cast members to crew and creatives working behind the scenes. In this moment, that gratitude felt especially pronounced. Supporters noticed how he avoided centering the moment entirely on himself. Instead, he emphasized collaboration and collective effort, reinforcing the idea that meaningful success is rarely achieved alone. This perspective has only deepened fans' respect, as it reflects a grounded outlook not always associated with high-profile success. While much of the conversation looks toward the future, Outlander remains an emotional anchor for both Heughan and his audience. The series has spanned years of viewers' lives, and its characters have become deeply intertwined with personal memories and milestones. Heughan's career news does not diminish that connection. If anything, it highlights how formative the experience has been. Fans continue to credit the show for revealing his range and emotional depth, qualities that now make his next steps feel earned rather than risky. There is also reassurance in the way he speaks about the series, with respect, affection, and acknowledgement of its impact. That respect has gone a long way in maintaining goodwill as his career expands beyond the show. In a culture often driven by instant visibility, Heughan's trajectory offers a different model, one rooted in sustainability. His career has not been defined by constant headlines, but by steady growth and carefully chosen opportunities. This latest milestone reinforces that model. Fans see it as proof that there is still room in the industry for careers built on craft rather than spectacle. That belief is particularly powerful for aspiring actors who look to Heughan as an example of how to navigate success without losing authenticity. What has perhaps resonated most deeply is Heughan's willingness to be emotionally honest at a moment when many might opt for polished confidence alone. By acknowledging uncertainty alongside achievement, he humanized the experience of success. Fans have responded by sharing their own stories of late-blooming careers, of setbacks that eventually led to growth, of moments when persistence finally paid off. In this way, his announcement has sparked a broader conversation about resilience and self-belief. Although details about future projects remain limited, the prevailing mood is one of calm anticipation rather than restless curiosity. Fans seem content to trust his process, confident that whatever direction he chooses will reflect the same thoughtful approach that has defined his career so far. That confidence is not blind loyalty. It is built on years of consistent behavior. Heughan has shown time and again that he values quality over quantity, depth over distraction. His emotional updates suggest that philosophy will continue to guide him. In the end, what makes this moment feel so significant is how personal it appears, not just to Heughan, but to those who have followed his journey. The lines between actor and audience have blurred in a way that feels genuine rather than manufactured. Fans are not simply celebrating a professional achievement, they are celebrating growth, perseverance, and the courage to evolve. That is why the response has been so unanimous and so heartfelt. As Sam Heughan steps into this new chapter, he does so with a community firmly behind him. The applause is not loud for the sake of noise. It is steady, sincere, and rooted in respect. And as the chorus continues to repeat, this moment is not just deserved, it is the result of a career built with care, intention, and heart. What continues to set this moment apart is the sense that Sam Heughan's career milestone is being experienced collectively. Long after the initial announcement, conversations are still unfolding, not driven by rumors or controversy, but by reflection and appreciation. In an industry often fueled by constant reinvention, his path feels refreshingly grounded. One of the most striking aspects of Heughan's evolution is that growth has never required him to abandon his identity. Fans frequently note that despite expanding into new areas of his career, he has remained recognizably himself, thoughtful, self-aware, and deeply committed to storytelling. This consistency has made each new step feel authentic rather than performative. His emotional career update reinforced that impression, offering reassurance that ambition and humility do not have to exist in opposition. Trust is not something celebrities are automatically granted, and Heughan's relationship with his audience reflects that understanding. Over the years, he has earned credibility through actions rather than declarations. Whether through the roles he accepts or the way he speaks about his work, he has consistently demonstrated respect for both his craft and his audience. That trust explains why fans have responded with such confidence rather than concern. Instead of questioning his direction, they are embracing it, believing that his choices will continue to align with the values he has shown time and again. Recognition carries a different weight when it arrives after years of persistence. For many fans, Heughan's announcement symbolized more than professional advancement. It represented validation. Validation for an actor who once spoke openly about uncertainty, rejection, and the fear of not making it. That emotional layer has resonated strongly. Supporters see his success as a reminder that steady effort can still be rewarded, even in an industry that often prioritizes novelty over longevity.